Hello, hello. It begins again. Oh, I forgot to pull up my... I need that. Be able to see what I'm doing. Peter, please. Did I break it? That didn't take long, did it? Firefox, oh no. And a couple other things. Okay, there we go. There we go, now we found the pellets. We're back. Everything's okay. I didn't break anything. At least not permanently. I need you to move, I need to see these. Hope everyone's having a good weekend as I start pulling everything out that I need. So no, actually I might need you later. You. Zenyatta and Ramatra have a cute line about counting stars. Nice. Amazing. You. Nope. Oh, I need you. Let's here. Probably gonna need you at some point. And I require... There you are. Now, I had actually done a little bit yesterday during Kdin stream, like just at the beginning, but like I was adding some shading, but it's like it's not dark enough. So I'm gonna, and also there's a couple places I need to touch up before we continue on to everything else. So I'm gonna redo mainly just his shadow part. So actually I don't think I need his base skin color. Or I might because of gradients. Then I'll figure it out. Oh, I also need... There it is. I need you. Do I have everything? I think I have everything. Alright, cool. I need you. For this. I could have shaken that up more. It's fine. And now, there you are. I was originally going to play Ghost of Tsushima today, but then I was like, you know what? No, I want to work on these. I want to finish these. The only thing I don't like about I realized about the Citadel one is that in order to mix paints with it, I have to like find a way to get it out of the goddamn container. Which would be fine, except for the fact that it doesn't have a way to do that on its own. Without me just like pouring it out, which I don't want to do. And also, the lid is actually kind of annoying. Citadel, why does your paint container have to be annoying? Okay. Try that, and then we'll adjust as necessary. Because that's probably going to be a bit too dark. A little bit more brown. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's very common, it's very popular. Paint container, like, it'd be fine if all I was doing was just using the color directly. I could just like dip a paintbrush in it, but because I'm mixing paints, it's like, It's very popular for Warhammer, is my understanding. But again, it's not good for mixing. The army paints or paints are much better for that. Okay, this should be good. All right, first thing I'm actually gonna do. Oh, I just remembered why I need his base skin color. Because I was gonna touch up a few things. All I'm learning so far about working on this painting stuff is like, boy, a lot of back and forth and trying things. I guess it's good. It means I'm learning, but boy, is it frustrating when you're an impatient and perfectionist bastard. Of which I am. Also, boy, paint mixing is weird. You get a whole bunch of colors in general are fucking weird, whether it's pigment or light or ink, because technically they all work differently. Like, look, no, you can't really see it very well, but you get like all this weird mix of colors, and then in the end you get something completely different. Well, I guess technically not completely different. It's a mix of all those things, so it makes sense, but still. Is that still... No, I think I think it's fine. Should be fine. We're gonna call it fine. We'll see what happens. And if it's not fine, then, well... whatever. Okay, let's get started. Probably gonna need you at some point. Where's the small one? Where's the itty bitty? Okay. I'm actually gonna do one thing real fast. And that's the heart here. Oh, I just realized this is backwards again. This is so hard to... There we go. Yeah. Wherever the focus is. Focus, where are you at? There's something. So he's got the little heart here, but I didn't make it quite big enough. So I'm just gonna touch that up real fast. I'm also gonna make it a little bit darker, I guess. Both their models have that little heart-shaped birthmark. Different places. There we go. Okay. I'm also going to use... I should clean this off a little bit first. But lay that... It's a cute... It is. It's very adorable. I think they're also... If I recall correctly, the placement of both the hearts is actually kind of consistent with where both of them, I think, have actual little moles. I'm pretty sure Kdin has one there. And I haven't seen a whole lot of pictures of Wisp, like, face. Shh, this is his face. But I think he has something similar. Like right there under the eye. Hey, that's nice. It's cute. Right now I'm just touching up a couple of lines that I did of other colors that. There we go. There we go. Because like right here on the lip side. Yeah. And it was a bit too thick here around the nose and the lips, and so I just thinned those out a little bit by reintroducing the original color. Okay. So. Please don't fall. I don't want to drop him. I don't think he'll break. I just don't want to drop him. That'd be rude. At least I don't think it'll break. Everything on here is actually, like, that's the fun part about, well, luckily, because of the sizing, like, even the tail, like, the hair, like, these are actually pretty sturdy. Like, you can definitely break it all off, but it would require a decent amount of force, which is nice. And yet they're still incredibly lightweight. However, very simple plastic. What was I doing? Shadow. I was doing shadow. The edge. No, not the edge. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this color out as a shade, and we're just gonna see what it looks like. A little bit more orange. I think I want. I can just kind of fix that by adding more brown. Yeah, we'll try that and we'll see how it looks. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. That's, yeah, we'll do that. It's a circle right there in the center. Alright. And it's still pretty orange. An organizer for your paints? Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I should probably do that. I kind of just have like a plastic bin that everything's just there. You know what, this might dry into a little bit of a better color. So I think maybe it'll be fine. I keep having to remind myself that I'm absolutely not perfect and this thing will not be perfect. Like, I'm not a fucking computer. Wait, no, yes I am. No, wait. Shh, none of you heard that. I'm a computer, I'm just not that good of a computer. There we go, that's better. I'm a computer. Paint mixing, especially, so difficult, and yet I always make my life so difficult. I don't know why I always do that to myself. I'm like, hey, you know what would be fun? This really challenging art thing. Be like, yeah, that would be fun. Wait, why? Maybe it's too much. You know, as it dries, we'll see how it looks. Hi, Quiz. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? For you, I believe it would be evening. On your first break? 7:30? That was close. 6 hours ahead. Thinking I should probably try and do that a little bit more. Like, at least up here on the face, I should do a little bit of that blending, which is very difficult. It looks pretty good on Kdin. I can't get it right on Wisp, though, for whatever reason. Well, the problem might have been that I tried to do it a little bit too thickly yesterday. Very thin paint. Then blend it, and we'll see how that works. Pulled out these brushes before, but that's fine. This one. I require you. Now let's see what happens. No, we got this like very sharp line. Let's just... Oh yeah, no problem. That was fun. We did very well. We fucking killed that thing. That was great. Oh yeah, no, the hurricane's real bad. But if you can get past that... Like, boosting our special defense like that was definitely the right move. But then, like, later on, it just, like, does so much damage. Fucking killed me in one hit, in one turn, because it fucking hurricaned and fire blast in the same turn, despite the fact that I hadn't gone yet. And I'm like, why? Why are you so rude? But you know what? We won. That's all that matters. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, my only problem with... Well, especially that round, I probably could have belly drummed to start with. This is becoming the Pokemon portion real fast. But who am I kidding? With me around, there's always a chance for Pokemon portion. But... Like, it was always such a risk to belly drum because then it could do half my health, at least before I boosted my special defense. So at a certain point, I'm just like, yeah, screw, like, belly drum, yes, but also, let me just fucking go ham with regular play rough and see what happens. Yeah, I probably should have gone Citrus Berry. I had a leftovers, but Citrus Berry probably would have been a bit more useful. Oh yeah, I still haven't finished my text yet either. I need to. I've got a lot of Pokemon now, so I'm working on it, but... But I'm not necessarily going to be in too much of a rush. No. Oops. I'm doing the thing again where I think about it too much and start making mistakes. There might be. I don't remember. I know I don't have a shiny charm, but I don't remember if there is one in this game or not. But you know, it does seem like at least other people have much better shiny odds than most other Pokemon games. I just this and Arceus are both pretty high with the shiny odds, but I've only found one so far. What was it? It was Raichu. I found a Raichu. God darn it. There we go. Hi, Bye Beast. Welcome. How you doing? By the way, for all of you here, I did a thing today. I did a thing this morning because I'm apparently a fool, and seeing other people makes. Well, I'm not a fool. I just decided to treat myself a little bit and I bought myself a Christmas present. It'll be here in a few days. You found a Go-Go. Nice. Shiny Go-Go? But yes, I bought myself a Christmas present. You know that thing that Wisp has been having so much fun with recently? Hi, Maya. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Yeah, thank you, Monica. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I bought me a Quest too. I bought the smaller storage one because I don't need 256. 128's fine, and also it's a bit cheaper. It's like $100 cheaper almost, so. I was like, we're just gonna do that one. And also I've been doing pretty well at work recently, so. Like, why not? I've been wanting to get into VR for fucking years, and I just never did. Never really had much of a chance. Series X is around. I need to play mine more. Let's see here. It looks really dark. It looks a lot darker on camera than it does. Than it does in real life, but it's still pretty dark. Maybe it's too dark. I don't know. At the same time, like the previous color I used here that was dark, like I can barely fucking see it. I don't know. Again, like, I feel like this is kind of drying, but like when it dries, it'll be a slightly different color. But I don't know. Like, no, it's. Oh. Hard to say. Well, I do find it kind of funny that I bought myself a VR headset before I got an actually decent chair, but you know what? Life happens like that sometimes. me VR gaming on a piece of metal. But oh well. It is life. My priorities are definitely in place. The chair's near, yeah, right, we're very near the chair. Speaking of which, why is it not on here? Hold on. Yeah, we're up to 68% now. We're doing pretty good. Where'd it go? I just realized that it's not here. Right, I think I turned it off last time. Where did you go? It's supposed to be right here. Scanner Sombra? Sombre? The hell is that? Although I will say, Wisp reminded me today, a little bit ago, that, oh yeah, there's a lot of art programs in VR, and I can Blender in VR. So, look forward to some of that. You know I'm gonna have to fucking do that. I also want to do keep talking and no one explodes. You have to map it. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, the camera does really funky things to this color. I am just about to move on once I finish this part to something else because I'm just like, I can't keep redoing the same part of the bus over and over and over again for multiple reasons. I just shouldn't do that. Driving myself mad. But we'll see how that turns out. Oh, before I wipe off my palette, I should probably make sure that that's all I need from these colors. I think it is. I think we're good. Well, I can this area down here real fast. Well, mad as a hatter here. There we go. All a bunch of gremlins. And we like it that way. It's fun. That's true. Do not ingest mercury. Please don't do that. I feel like that's not a warning I have to give, but quiz. No mercury. It will not grant you immortality, trust me. Many have tried. Don't use mercury for anything. Let's just all agree that we don't need mercury in our lives unless, I guess, for thermometers, because those still have them, I guess. Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen like a real physical thermometer in a long fucking time. What am I doing next? I guess I'm doing Kdin's hair, because that seems, yeah. Yes, exactly, Quiz. You understand. The only true path to immortality is nationwide genocide. No. Twitch, no. I need that. Bad Twitch. Alright. Let me see what I need for this. Well, we don't... Okay, yes. We're not going to get rid of that Mercury. That Mercury can stay. Alright, so we're probably going to go ahead and do this part. I guess that's next, because all this should be white and gray. Let me actually pull up my reference so that I'm... nope, that's wrong. Yeah. Fun times, that Full Metal. See, I feel like Kdin, for whatever reason, like it may be a little bit too dark with the rosy cheeks, but I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Like, but Wisp came out. Wisp, I was never happy with how it was coming out. I wonder if it's because the base skin, yeah, the base skin too light, and the shadows are too orange. God, darn it, darn it. We'll worry about it in a minute. Focus on this. Okay. So. Yeah, for the most part, her hair is kind of like this dark gray, except for like in the front, it's brighter. Let me see my colors. Is it this color? I think it's this color. Okay, I require... Oh, I need the monster brown back. I don't know why I need the brown back, but we need the brown back. Here it is. I don't need you. Okay. Light blue? Nope, that's tropical blue. Cobalt. Cobalt. Light, here we go. That, and you? Nope, wrong one. Is it you? Yeah, there we go. There is so much crack. So much crack there, Punisher. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Okay, let's see, huh? We actually need very little of this. That ASMR, the paint shaking. Is that a pleasant noise? Or is it just the noise that we live with? We're gonna go to the strip club. Yeah, cool. Great. Let's go to the strip club. Go to the strip club. Shake it like a Polaroid. Go to the strip club and it's just people shaking up paint cans, putting it on walls, and then on other walls they're stripping the paint. That's all it is. It's that kind of strip club. Yeah. It's like watching paint dry. No. That's down the street. Oh well, there's Venom. Now this one's very liquidy. I'm gonna do that a little bit further away from the mic. Even a good color. Are you gonna actually come out properly, or are you gonna be nasty? Oh, actually, you come out properly. That one actually comes out right. Interesting. It looks fine, so we're just gonna say that it's fine. Now's the fun part. What the fuck are you gonna do when you come out of this? Are you gonna actually become the thing that I need you to become, or are you gonna be weird? Oh my god, it's becoming the thing I need it to become. Oh, what the fuck? I mean, to be fair, it's like a bluish gray is the final outcome I'm looking for. I think I need a little bit more of the light blue, speaking of. Exactly, Punisher, you get me. Making it a little bit bluer. Now it's a bit too just gray. See that? There's a pretty good color coming out of there in the middle. I know that you can't really see it because the focus is weird, but you'll see in a moment. Alright, we're going to use that. Let me look at my reference again. I should actually... No, I've learned my lesson. Before we do this, we're going to go ahead and make the lighter shade as well. So that I can go ahead and do a little bit of gradienting. Is it you? Do I need you? I need you. I'm actually going to make this one. Okay, let me clean this off. Okay. Die. Alright, now we need colors. Fine. Yeah, you. Very little of you, but I need you. And you. Let's go and get this one over with. Speak. Fucking goddamn it. Yeah. This container. No, they're learning how to speak easy quiz. It's like a seminar. And also a confidence booster. Yeah, confidence booster, you know. That'll help you speak easier. There's another kind of speakeasy you go to, and it's like speech therapy. There we go, that should do. That's probably fine. Okay. I need a little bit of you. And some white. Already kind of ended up this is gonna be a big pile of paint. Oops. But it happens. Because because now I need a lot of. What's the the palette? The thing I'm using for these paint mixing. It has like some automatic determining of what you need to mix certain hues. But boy, it comes up with weird combinations in large amounts. Now I'm just going to do it manually. Because that's what I did for like most of Wisp, and it used a very small number of colors, but sometimes you still need them. So yeah, we're just going to try that, and we're going to see how this turns out. Yeah, this is a much bigger pile of paint than I would like. This is part of why paint mixing can be annoying. It's like, no, look at all this wasted paint. But that's life. Luckily, these aren't that expensive. I'm just cheap. And also, I don't want to, no, anyways. I think we need some more blue. Yeah, because it's nowhere near blue enough. See, that's a bit better. There it is. Okay, so now we have our dark shade and our light shade. I think it's mostly the dark shade, and then it's light, like kind of in the front area. So we'll try that. Let's actually, I need a bigger brush because there's a fair bit to cover. Right. Start on the back. Now the good news about this dark shade, at least, is that if the primer comes through a little bit, that's not a big deal because it's just gray. Sorry for hitting the mic, or the camera. It'll happen. Reference again just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's really not gray. It's really, well, I can make it a little bit bluer, but it's fine for now. We'll survive. I can always go back over it again in a minute. Never mistake me for a professional. Never, and also never mistake me for someone who knows what they're doing. I'm sure most people don't. That's fine. I feel like I don't pretend, but, you know. I'm sure I feel like you might get this, but you ever just hold your brush in like the weirdest fucking ways just to try and get something? He's like, I mean, this works. A French assassin taking care of a little girl? Not currently. Not that I'm aware of. You know that feeling, Quiz? Thank you. Okay, actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more blue to this in just a moment. Because I don't like that it's so gray. It is a little bit less saturated than I would like. And I mean, it's got some saturation to it, just not enough. Alright. We're just gonna... Maybe? And that's why I usually don't use this for paint mixing. Alright. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, that's interesting. A little bit bluer. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted. It's a little bit not as dark, but I think it should be fine. Should be all good. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. I don't know why I'm judging myself so harshly painting these. No one else fucking is. Boy, that's just what I do to myself, isn't it? Thank you for the bonk. We're our own worst critics? Yeah, that's fair. And also anxiety. It's fun. Anyways. Like, here's the thing. I feel like, especially if I wasn't doing gradients, like, I could have finished this thing. I could have easily finished it last week during stream, or on Tuesday. And it would have still been very good. I mean, to be fair, like, the really cool part about this whole thing is the fact that it exists at all. Let's be real. Like, I'm kind of more interested in the fact that I modeled and printed this thing, period. But, you know, I gave myself a task. By the way, I was thinking about this yesterday because of a lot of the talk during King's stream. Not about all the, like, positivity stuff. I mean, yes, I was thinking about all that, but no, like, there are robot characters in Overwatch, and I'm like, ah, shit. I never thought about the fact that I need to learn how to play the robot characters. So I might add on to our current goal is that if we do 75%, then I'll do a robot stream in Overwatch, as well as the mech throwable. Purely, I don't have Ramattra yet, so it would be Orisa and Bastion, Echo, and Zenyatta. Which luckily there's at least one for each one, but Echo is definitely going to be the most difficult of those for me. We want things to look nice for others, especially when making them as a gift. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. I still think this is too dark, but it's not blue enough, but it's fine. It's fine. Like, at the very least, Orisa is already the tank that I use the most. And Zenyatta is fairly simple. Except for his aiming his balls. Ah! Careful, careful. For multiple reasons, be careful. Echo and Bastion. Oh, no, there you go. Bastion's a lot of point and shoot, which is I'm okay. I'm decent enough at with Bastion shooting, but Echo's a little bit more. You gotta aim proper. And also the flying characters are difficult, but she's also the gay robot. And I'm like, oh no, I'm the gay robot. I need that skin. Didn't Overwatch 1 Bastion have a self-heal though? I don't really remember much about how to play him in original Overwatch because I didn't play it a whole lot. Yeah, he had self-repair at one point. Wasn't, and his ultimate was the tank, which now the tank is its own form. A little bit less powerful because now he has the mortar for the ultimate, which is fun. Especially on control point maps. Secondary ability was turret? Wait, you could drop a turret? Or... God, I do not remember. Oh, right, he stood still. That kind of turret. Yeah. You couldn't move in his secondary. Right, that's why. That's why people could just Bastion on top of like a payload. As attackers. I do remember that. That does sound familiar. I know I'm doing this away from the camera, but... Interesting, it didn't show what exactly just happened there. More firepower options, that's why I think it's easier to... Hey, we got to 76. Thank y'all so much. Who was that? I didn't see who the name that came up. Let me see if I can pull that up. Thank you. Thank you, Quiz. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now we got to do the throwable. A new little mech, which should be interesting. As well as... I guess now we're doing... robot time. But thank you. Y'all are amazing. I hope y'all know that. Like all y'all, like everyone. I feel like me and Kdin and Wes say this a lot, but like lurkers, chatters, viewers, people who watch the VOD, people who donate, who subscribe, who buy things off the throne, everything. Fucking love y'all guys. Like some of this stuff like I'd still be doing on my own. And now I feel like I'm doing the Yayo talk show thing, but like I really appreciate that y'all are here as part of it. Hi, I am doing some painting of this bust that I printed. Oh, modeled and printed. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need to redo the ear there. I accidentally got some paint on it. Oops. Well, thank you, Punisher. I appreciate that. Means a lot to me, it really does. I need a smaller brush here to get some of these edges because I'm worried about going over places. Like, no, that's already painted. I don't want to have to fix that later. Yeah, I'm gonna need a smaller brush for that. That's fine. In fact, let's go ahead and clean off this one and we'll move to that smaller brush. Okay, there we go. And we'll use this one. Like once I do the eyes, it'll be just a very interesting kind of thing, but I want to do some of this other stuff first. I want to save that small detail until near the end. Which I don't know if that'll be today, but I'm definitely going to try. This is going to be the interesting part, having to try and get underneath the bottom of the hair down there. Hmm. Do that for a moment. Very cautiously. Oh, right. Shoot. I just remembered that that's not a piece of hair. Crap. I can pull that away before it dries. There's supposed to be this tiny little notch here, so let's just... Darn it. Alright, see you in a bit, Quiz. And have a good work. You know what, I can try. Give this a shot. curses. Then we're gonna have to repaint that, or we'll just have to live with it. One of those two options. Well, we'll come back to that later then. Oh my god, it's just small work. Such small work in such a tiny small area. And yet, we are emerging victorious. Somewhat. There we go. All right. Not bad. Oh, stop hitting the camera arm, please. Oh, I guess this means I should also change my goal timer now that we've passed our 75% mark. For the final push for the full Diva stream, when we get that chair. But I will make that adjustment in a bit. I want to do this. Offensively, well, so thing is, Mage Hand is a cantrip that can only carry up to 10 pounds. You could theoretically, I think wizards also get Bigsby hands, which I believe is actually just called Bigsby's hand is a special form of it. I don't know what it's called. You can always homebrew one, but let me think. There are some cantrips that infuse weapons. You could flavor them technically to potentially to infuse. The cat paw is, yeah. That's Bigsby's hand. That's Caleb Woodagast's custom version of Bigsby hand is. I don't remember what it was called. Pumpkin's paw or something. I don't remember if it actually had a name, but it was Bigsby's hand. But if you want a small one, I'm sure that you can 100% because I don't think there's anything specifically. But there is stuff like what's it called? I know that there are some cantrips that like infuse a weapon. You can just flavor it to infuse a fist instead, so they can do a good punch. Do a real good punch. But okay, so now I'm going to take this, so we're gonna take the lighter color, and we're gonna just start putting this in places. We're gonna try and gradient it in a bit. It should be an interesting feat. If I can get it to work. Let's set you down. This one. Nope, let me do it over here. You can always kind of layer it. Yeah, because it was a bit too thin, so let me get some more. Wait, that tried it fast. What is going on here? I guess it's the other option. I could have just dry brushed it on. I didn't necessarily need to. Whatever. Hmm. They're working a bit. Pay no attention to whatever that was. Alright, so now we've got a little bit. I feel like I can go get some of this white that's here on the edge. Get some of just this white that's here on the edge. Actually, here, let me clean off these two brushes real fast. I have an idea. Alright. I'm gonna try and have some very well here. Let me just you know what? New idea. Here's an idea. Let's grab the white and the light blue. I have an idea. I have a plan. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be mainly why I just want a smidgen of blue for color. Maybe I need a little bit more white because it's still too saturated. Too much, too much. I don't want pure white, but I want pretty damn close. Yeah, maybe that'll do. Let's give this a shot. That, thin it out a bit. I'll just brush that in ever so softly. Now I also need this really light here at the edge of the tufts of hair, or in the tufts of fur here inside the ears. Oh, here, I can kind of make a gradient in a moment, so let's just start with getting the base color in. We need a smaller brush. Very small area to work with. Touch it down. Clean off this brush so it don't get all dry and nasty. Okay. Let's get stupid with it. Why is the focus way up here? See if I can fix that a bit. Let's just try auto for a bit and see how that works. See if I can do that. Nope, not that color. Wrong one. Now we're going to grab a little bit of this as this kind of in-between shade. Alright. Yeah, it just needs to be a bit darker at the base of it. But luckily, we missed the power of still having all three colors here. I like the moment I decided to do gradients, I made my life so much more difficult. Much more difficult than I needed to anyways. Like, I could have kept it flat shading, I could have kept it cell shading. It would have been fine. But no. No. I decided to be crazy. Alright, Maya. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy that TTRPG and I have work I need to do for my next session with Kdin and them. Like, I've had ideas and I just need to work on actually making them. Fun time though, fun time. You know what, I kind of want to talk about it a bit more. So essentially all I did was I made a town that was slowly being corrupted by demonic energy. And like the townspeople just couldn't notice, in part because of it was messing with their heads. And so Kdin, being the paladin, did a divine sense at one point early on. I was like, thank you. I'm glad that you did this because I thought about it ever since you said you were doing a paladin. And I just basically said, like, yeah, everything is just the smallest hint of Phoenix energy. Just, that's all. Smallest little hint. And her character went fucking nuts, and it was great. Especially because I said fiendish, and she immediately went, evil! There's evil everywhere! It was so funny. What was also funny is at one point there was like the main bad guy that was still kind of hiding being the bad guy, of course. At one point tried to give them all some tea because she ran a tavern. And only Kay's character, the barbarian, drank it. But her character was also the one that was on watch that night. And the tea put her to sleep. And they were all captured. And I was like, thank you for drinking that tea. And being the one on watch, because now I get to kind of mess with y'all a bit. And then they had the final boss fight against like this mutated monster person. And it was not going in my favor. Because boy, I had some real shit rolls. But you know that happens. And it was funny, I kind of prolonged the fight purposely just to make it more interesting and fun. And they enjoyed it, and that's all that matters. And Wisp tried to throw a fucking candle, what was it? I guess a big old, like, candelabra? Yeah, candelabra at it and missed. But then they finally hit it, and it was like, that's very funny. Oh, D&D is fun. But also earlier on, like, Kdin's character, like, called out, like, they had run into the bad guy before knowing she was the bad guy. And she had, like, intimidated her and all this other stuff. It's like, this town is full of demons! Or some sort of demonic presence or whatever. And she rolled, like, a really high intimidation on this character. So I played that up a little bit and made her seem, like, really terrified. And then she answered the question by saying, no, there aren't, like, this town is not full of demons. And it was the only question she answered in that situation because it was the truth. And this character was very good about not lying. But because Kdin's character looked a little crazy, Wisp's character specifically was like, okay, maybe we're just gonna calm the fuck down here. You're just screaming at an old woman. She was like mid-40s, but still. But it was very good. the layer lines of this print are making this look a little differently than I wanted it to, but doing my best. I'm going to try brush this color on, which I don't mind this color. It's actually not bad with everything else, but I'm trying to be kind of light touch with it. No, I probably don't need to be, but... I hope this is coming out okay. Kind of messing around and hoping for the best. Almost done with this part, then we'll probably go back to Wisp. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad. I'm not displeased. I'm not upset. Okay, I'm gonna set her down. We're gonna clean off this brush. I'm probably gonna have to clean off this palette real fast. Because it's a little bit full. Then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Because I'm debating options. Clean. Alright. Not get paint water everywhere. That'd be nasty. Okay. Gonna try and clean this off for a moment. What I should do is go take it over to the sink and rinse it out off real fast, but I can always do a full clean later. Right now I just eat it. Usable. Never mind, this might not be usable. It's kind of a mess. Okay, I'll be back in just one moment. Alright. There we go. So, Wispy, what is next? So, yeah, I might have to do something about this shading because it's the camera makes it look super orange. It's not nearly as bad in person, but it's still not great. Options, what are my options? I can either strip the paint a bit and try again, or I can just layer on top, which it's pretty thin, so it's not like layering would cause too much issues, but anyway, we're just gonna try layering for now. I just might want to move on to your clothes, but versus, I don't know why I didn't get the right color. I think the Deathclaw brown was a little bit more orange than I thought it was. So, let's start with because even like your normal shade, close but not quite. I'm thinking, this color is just wrong. Yeah, how about I just, maybe the difference between the standard and the shadow maybe isn't as harsh as I thought. We're just gonna try and recreate. Go backwards a bit. All right. This is like very bright. Like this is not that dark. Why is this not that dark? This is like lighter than base shade. What? Why? What is wrong? Is Darktide... What was Darktide again? It was like a Vermintide, essentially, but less fantasy. Like that kind of campaign-based, like Left 4 Dead style type of thing. Is that right? Okay. Well, I mean, Vermintide is already 40k, isn't it? It's just not sci-fi. No, 40k is right before it got to 40k. Yeah, different for each one. All right. Yeah, I somehow accidentally just remade the base skin color. That doesn't make any sense. And the good news is this means I can kind of reset, then try the shade again. Yes. I don't know how this keeps happening. Because that's literally just the exact same color. What? How did I do that? I did not mix it the same way. What? Okay. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and make a slightly darker shade. You know, Monster Brown. Monster Brown should help. I wanted to, and we'll just use this color that we already have. Nah, Monster Brown's actually maybe too much. Magic good and Vermintide, while magic gets you killed and 40k are fed to a corpse. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, this was made to be that color, and yet somehow... How did I fuck this up? No, let's just make this one. Okay, yeah, basically the same thing, just add some brown. Monster. And a little bit of Katachan flesh. Katachan. We're gonna turn Bakugo's skin into... No. Here it is. Stop doing that. Oh, hello? Hello? That's not paint. Must have stabbed myself earlier when I was cleaning this. Must have accidentally stabbed myself with one of the corners. Interesting. Oh, as long as it didn't get on the models, I don't care. As long as there is no blood on these models, we're good. Close, please. Thank you. You know what they say, you gotta bleed for your art. No, don't actually do that, please. It does happen sometimes, but... Punisher knows what I mean. What's funny is, it didn't hurt, but now that I know it's there, now it kind of hurts a little bit. Now it stings. It's like, what the fuck? We're fine. Oh, see, now that's making a color. You know what it means to bleed for your art? You keep stabbing yourself with the drill thing? Look at that, it's making a nice little color. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, there we go. I never said it was intentional, I just said it happens. There we go, this is much less orange. A little bit drier. Oh, look, we saw this little bit of the base color, so I can... There too. Yeah, see, that's much better already. Sometimes it's just a matter of a few different attempts. Oh. gonna be dry brushing. I really should be marking that onto the paper towel instead, but you know what, it's fine. This is also telling me a much easier way to actually do gradients. Oh, damn it. Well, luckily that's a very simple color to fix. Incredibly simple. Fine. Oh yeah, no, this is infinitely better. Look at the difference there. Insane. Is it still perfect? Probably not, but it's better. And honestly, at this point, that's what I'll take. I'll accept that. Stop hitting things, please. I know that we have a very small workspace, but please. Fine, I can just go back over it with the base color again. Microphone, please. Now's not the time. I mean, it's never the time, but that's a different matter. Now, we're just going to take this, we're just going to kind of fix it up a bit. Oh, not bad, not bad. Now we just gotta do this arm over here. I almost forgot. This one looks so good that I forgot we hadn't done that one yet. Literally nothing is touching the microphone and still it decides to be weird. Will I ever figure it out? Who knows? Thank you all for sticking through whatever the hell that is all the time. Go back over this with the base color again in a moment. Much, too much. Dry it off a bit, dry it off a bit. God, darn it. Overdid it. Underdid it. Did it. Yeah. Yeah, I do hope to do like more like today, like not necessarily art, but like just more just double streaming on Saturday just because there is not enough time for anything ever. Like I want to stream more and play more games. So they just happen to be, you know what, I'm really invested in this and painting these things. I really want to do that today. So I kind of changed last minute. Up, sorry. There we go. Now his neck is incredibly dark compared to the other shadows. Interesting. See if I can touch that up a little, see what happens. Kind of brush it in a little bit. Because like on the model, on his model, it is darker. Like it's noticeably darker, but it's still me much. So do very light, kind of going over it with the skin color and hope that it blends in a little more. I have ruined this palette. It's very funny though. Alright. Is that a bit better? Oh, very dark, but again, reference. Yeah, it's dark. It's not that dark though, but curse be upon me. Let's try this. mixing it in a little bit more, so try and get some in between these two. Yeah, like that. Darker than one, but brighter than the other. Get that happy medium. There we go, that's better. Microphone, please. Please, I'm begging you. Alright, I think for the most part, I'm done with this skin. I am going to touch up this a little bit because now it's like, oh, well, now this area is too dark. Never done. Never done. I did so good with Kdin's, just somehow magically getting some decent colors on the first try, but now it's just like, Wisp is just killing me. You're killing me, boy. There we go. That's... just soften this edge up a little bit. Perfect. There we go. Come on, please, you can do it. Okay. Alright. Set him aside. Kdin. Shirt. We're gonna work on your shirt. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of shirt. Let's do the shirt. Let's clean this palette off real fast again. But luckily, once again, the clothes, for whatever reason, are much easier. I guess because it's not skin. Being not skin makes it much, much easier. most of it off. I forgot about my water. Now I'm drinking my water. There's an entire stream yesterday that talked about the importance of water. Right, anyways. Alright, Kdin shirt. 2 colors. One for the majority of it, one for like kind of the edges and such. Like the shadows. Riverbed and cinder. Why is it cinder? It's more blue, but whatever. I'm making a mess. Posture check. Thank you, by Beast. Yeah, I'd be making a mess. Oops. Oh well. Finally getting these nails to grow out for the first time in my goddamn life. I'm fucking messing them up. Okay, what do I need? I need black, pewter gray, and fog gray. Black. Oh, that's ash, just in case I need that, I'll keep it up. Pewter is... Nope, that's silver. There it is. Nope, that's purple. Nope. Where are they? I know they're in here. Here you are. Alright. Now then. Put this first. Because black is incredibly strong and very annoying in that way. So I'm actually going to use less than what it tells me to use. Because I don't trust it. But now most of it's actually going to be this fog gray, which is a little bit blue. Which, honestly, I could probably... Well, it's pretty close. Yeah, no, it's not quite dark enough to be the shirt on its own, but it's damn close. Okay, see, I'm making the shade color. I'm not... Get more of that fog gray in there. See what I mean? That black is very strong. Yeah. Son of a bitch. And I have a lot of ground to I have a lot of space to cover too, so I need a fair amount of paint. So that's way, way too dark. Let's do that. Oh, actually... Yeah, the digital colors versus the physical colors. Like what you think it should look like and what the colors actually are. It's all fucky wucky. It's all fucky wucky. But see, that's a bit better. There it is. I think I just needed more fog. Alright. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I think that actually looks good. So we're gonna take this big old brush here, and we're about to go on a fucking... We're about to go insane. Because there's a lot. For no reason in particular, there's a lot of shirt. Absolutely no reason. It's just the way it is. That's pretty good. Age of Sigmar. The additional fantasy shows. Interesting. So Vermintide is just like a long time ago in the Warhammer universe. It's Warhammer, but it's not 40k. No? That's wrong? I misread that? Warhammer Warhammer Fantasy is a... Okay, I get you now. I understand. Look, there's gotta be some... With all the crazy shit going on in 40k, there's gotta be at some point the two universes met. Yeah, so what's interesting is this color isn't super different than the primer, but it's different enough that it's important. So I just have to be careful and be like, I know what I've painted over and what I haven't. Which I should be fine with, because it is obvious enough, especially looking at it in person. Since Sigmar was a human turned into god, while the Emperor of Humanity was born after a group of physically enhanced humans all young, unalived themselves create a stronger soul through reincarnation to fight off the demons that ate others' life before they die. Nearly immortal. Now, also, if you notice, technically this part of the shirt wouldn't exist. But in order to print it, I kind of had to. Otherwise, it would have been a damn mess. And I don't want to deal with the damn mess. I am the damn mess. I don't need to make more. Damn mess quota has been filled. Sorry, there's no more space. Stop it. Stop it. Are you hitting the mic? I'm sorry. The happy accent folder? That's a good point. and move away from the bone so we can get back to the big swaths of all at once. It really is interesting how similar, like, this is definitely the right color. It's just also so similar to the primer, but it's just a little bit more blue. Interesting how that works. By the way, because we hit more than 75% on the chair. I don't know when I'll try and let's see here. I'll try and make the throw ball as soon as I can. Not sure it shouldn't take me too long, especially as long as I keep it fairly simple, but we'll see what happens. First, having anything called grudge throwers, they launch boulders with whoever they have a grudge against. That's so extra and so unnecessary, but so funny. It's like, you are my enemy. This boulder will literally have your name on it. Or, even funnier, sometimes it's like, you are our enemies. Here are boulders with the names of the people we have a grudge against. The elves, the orcs, even though you're neither of those. And also Todd's ex-girlfriend. Because he doesn't know how to fucking let go. And steampunk helicopters and Gatling guns. Oh, well. Okay. Let's grab by the head. So we can do the back here. Hi, Quiz. You're back. We're working on the shirt. There's a lot of it, but the color is very similar to the primer. But you know what? It's still important that we do this. We also did a lot of Wisp skin stuff because that took some time. And apparently we're talking about Warhammer. The Aryans with Aztec Mayan themes. I don't know how you feel about that. That's okay. I don't know what this Wii business is. It just kind of happens, and I'm just here taking it all in. Necromantic Egyptians. You know what? Actually, that one makes sense. I feel like that one doesn't need any more explanation. That one's pretty clear. Giant bone snakes. Ooh. Like Lenny from Hades? Ah, Lenny. Thank you for the lurk, bye beast. See you later. Thank you for dropping by. Also, I feel like at some point I need to ask Quiz, what exactly do you do that you... I feel like you either have a bunch of breaks or, boy, time is weird soup. And time just passes a lot faster than I think it does. Then again, to be fair, I'm also an American, and to me, breaks are a luxury. In a warehouse? Hopefully it's better than the warehouses here in America. The fact that you have any breaks at all at a warehouse tells me that it is. Guaranteed 3 30-minute breaks, but you usually get... It's illegal. I mean, we get... Well, it depends on what state you're in and what the job is. When I was in Tennessee and I was doing pizza delivery for Papa John's, I never got a break because we were sitting in our... Because essentially, I think the reasoning was something about, like, we were sitting the whole time in our cars and such. But even on, like, 8 or 10 hour shifts, like, nope, no break. I just eat in my car. Like, at a certain point, just be like, I have a granola bar. This is my food for the day. At least now, with delivering for Jimmy John's, just like here in Iowa, just like, you get a break if you work 6 hours or more, you get a 20-minute break. If you work 8 hours or more, you get a 30-minute break. Then you get a free meal if you work 8 hours. Otherwise, it's half. So, you know, when I worked, let's see here, what else? When I worked at a movie theater, no matter how long, you just at one point had a, like, if you worked long enough, then you just had a 30-minute break whenever it was given to you. When I worked at Sam's Club, taking carts back into the store from outside in the summer, which that job sucked. Depending on the day, like, you would get a 15-minute break every now and then, especially on, like, the really, really fucking hot days. Damn it. Fine, it's fine. I just got a little overzealous. I can make this work. Okay, I went a little bit too far. Shit. Fix it. Ah, shit. There's no fixing that. Well, crap. Either I need to... Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, last week tonight's really good about that sort of stuff, but I do remember that. That episode. 4 to 5 hours and 15 minutes breaks. Yeah. But anyways, I was saying, at Sam's Club, like, you would get 15 minutes breaks every now and then to just sit inside. But this was really only if there was someone to cover you, and if it wasn't too bad. Which, there was never anyone to cover. But then you did have a 30-minute lunch break, but again, you had to get someone. And there'd be times where it was like, hey, it's time for my lunch break, manager. You need to get someone out here because I'm literally the only fucking person doing this. I'm like, yeah, okay. Go to lunch, come back, and they never took anyone out there, and so it just all fucking piled up. And they get mad at you. And it's like, motherfucker, you're the goddamn manager. I told you that I was going on lunch break, and you said okay. God damn. Anyways. There was one time I remember I only worked at Sam's Club for a couple of months in the summer because it was in between college semesters. But I would often, shortly after I started working there, it was often that you were the only person working there at a time. And there was one day that I went in at like 3 o'clock. I closed that night up to like 11. And then I opened in the morning. And then left at like 3 o'clock. And the whole time I was the only person there doing carts. So that was fun. 24 hours and I was the only cart person. Lovely. Sarcasm. Hated that fucking job. To be fair, I've yet to have a job that I really enjoyed. think for here, most places, like, it's illegal not to have a break after more than 6 hours. But anyways, or at least, I mean, like, the job I'm working now, it's just a pain in the ass, but I'm getting better about dealing with it, but it does pay decently well enough because it's delivery driving, it's tips, downtown, it's okay. It does make decent enough money, it's whatever. It's just definitely not what I want to do forever, or for any longer at all, but yeah. The close, like, when I was in college, there was a couple of semesters I did quote unquote work study. Literally, it was just a campus job in the mailroom. Which wasn't too bad, except for there was a period of time for a while I was there that, we would get spam mail to just put in every single fucking mailbox, which was just tedious more than anything. But, like, for the most part, it was just walking around and putting mail. Like, you would come in the morning and sort mail, but that was easy. But at least they let me listen to music while I was doing stuff. Eventually, though, they were like this one fucking church or whatever was putting spam in all the student mailboxes. Like, there's like 3 of them in every mailbox at a certain point. They're like, okay, you know what? We're not doing this anymore unless it's official university business. That was nice. We got to fucking stop that. But that also had a limit to how much money you can make per semester. So it really wasn't. It really wasn't. So, limits. But for the most part, I would go there and I would have my DS or my homework, and I would just be working in there until we had something to do, because for the most part, you just didn't. Which was fine. So not the most interesting job, but definitely not the worst one I've ever had. My biggest complaint about the movie theater was that it got super busy really often, especially because we were the biggest fucking theater. But basically anywhere. We had 27 screens. So we were constantly super busy, especially on the weekends. And then closing would be like 1 or 2 in the morning. And they would be super picky about things. Amazing Punisher. Yeah. Alright, I think I'll cover this a little bit more, but I think I've got this base color for the shirt down. It actually went on pretty easily. I have to go back over with the skin for this tiny little part right here that I accidentally overdid it, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I don't have to. It's okay. It's fine. It's not perfect. So fucking what? Ah. Oh yeah, no, that sounds horrible. That sounds bad. Oof, rough. I think the other problem with the movie theater was like ushering, was cleaning the theaters in between uses. Dear God, people are animals. Clean up your shit, please. Thank you. The box office actually, the concession stand was also just way too small. The box office, like, because all it was tickets, it actually was the best. I wish I had done that more. The only thing that was weird about working the clown anymore, yeah. The only thing that was like the weirdest Let me get some water while I read this. Oof. Oof. I'm gonna say that's pretty funny, and then it was not funny anymore. But, the bot, like, it was, when was it? It was 2017 to 2018 that I was working at the movie theater. And, first of all, there are definitely some great times when it's like, there are some days it's just dead quiet, and in the concession stand, you're constantly cleaning. But in the box office, like, there's nothing to clean. So you just sit there forever, which was boring, but it was fine. I need dark sky and I need ash gray. But it was always weird when people, especially like normally older people, would come to the box office being like, hey, what's playing? Or like, can you tell me about this movie and all this? I was like, you have a phone, right? Like, I saw you using it. Hello? How do you not already have a ticket? Like, that's the thing that always is just weird to me personally, as someone who just uses the internet for all everything. I'm always just like, why the fuck? Why don't you just buy your ticket online? It's so much easier. You don't have to fucking worry about anything. Why can I not find this color? Oh, because I already have it out. Silly me. It's right here. Ooh, the world of Critical Role, yeah. Yeah, managers are a thing to deal with. Okay, so we're gonna try and do now the shadowy parts of this shirt. It's a much darker blue, but I'm still gonna use less black than it tells me to because I don't trust it. I can always adjust. Correct. But I don't think I need to. Like, it's not exactly the same color, but I'm okay with that. This is pretty damn close. This is pretty good. We are quickly running out of time. Alright. Yeah, the way I put this paint on, for whatever... I should be careful, there are some places that are still wet. For the most part, it's pretty dry. So we're just gonna... try not to... Ooh, stop grabbing the base. You know that that's the part you just painted, you fool! Look, I didn't pull anything off. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this is the bottom here is gonna be a lot of it, and then it'll be like underneath and kind of coming up to the sides, and like here on the sides. It'll be like here. Like most of this will be like this really dark color, underneath and kind of coming up a little bit around the bone. I know, and like around the edges of the collar, which I might need a different brush for when I get there. And like, yeah, like coming up under the arm and up. Yeah, that should be most of it. So let's give this a shot. Actually, I will add, it looks, why, it's looking a little bit green. I think I will add a little bit more dark sky and black. I don't know why it's green, because I only used gray, black, and blue. Interesting. Funny how that works. I don't really want to add any black because it's incredibly dark as it is. Incredibly dark. I'm also wondering if this gray that I use for the shirt isn't blue enough either, because I'm just looking at it and I'm like, Hello, please come out. There you are. It's actually pretty close on its own, to be honest. Yeah, it's a little bit more blue. Let me clean up this brush. Go back over with that light color again, and we'll see what happens. See how it looks. Yeah, it's a bit more blue. I think that's good. Yeah, it's a bit closer. I like this a little bit more. Don't necessarily need to go back over the places that I know are going to be like really dark. And I'm going to get touched by the shadow color a lot. At least there's that. right here, like right here around the arm. I'm not necessarily going to grab, like redo all of that because I know that that's going to be darker. Get some of it, like especially near the top. Don't need to worry about like the underside necessarily. Yeah, this color is much better. It's much more blue, much more clear. The lack of context in that statement is very funny, but, or at least without not realizing it's a Pokemon thing, it's very weird. But I understand what you mean because I agree they're very good, especially when you're super high level and you're just running around. Like, apparently I never caught a Pokemon in this area, or a Pokemon that I'm looking for. Let's go grab that real fast. Oh, it's like 50 levels below me. Quick Ball doesn't always work, but it generally does. It's pretty good. Like, I don't have time to mess with you and like actually wear you down, so we're just gonna throw some balls at you until you finally give in. Usually not that bad. Going too long timer ball. Well, what I normally do is like if I don't get it within the first couple of quick balls, then I'll switch to ultra balls because the return on the quick ball I don't think is enough at that point. And then if it goes on super long, then I might go timer ball, but normally the ultra ball will get it for me. But there have also been times when like if I'm in a cave or something, a dusk ball is really helpful. Nest ball is good. I don't know. I don't remember necessarily what the, like how low level it goes, or if it's comparative to your level. But I think it's predetermined. But so the more I look at this like shadow color that I've got there, I think, actually no, maybe that is right. Maybe it's too black, too dark, but I don't know. And that's why I like digital stuff, because I can just change things without having to change things much easier. Color pick and all this other stuff. Damn it. Okay, you know what? I need to. I'm not gonna have much of a choice. I'm gonna need to redo some of the skin here on the edge, but that's life. That's life when I'm not careful enough. I'm trying to be fast, but careful. Okay. Okay. Come on, kid, work with me here. Right. Just, I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust that color. Maybe I just don't have enough ash gray. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's too saturated. It's also still very green, which I don't understand how that happened. Is it because of the dark sky? Is more green than I thought it was? Let me see. Where'd it go? You. No, you're blue. I don't know what's wrong then. Hold on. Interesting. You know what? Let's try adding in a different blue and seeing if that helps. Even though it's much brighter because it's already so dark, it should be fine. And the cobalt got completely absorbed and now it's gone and nothing changed. What? Hello? My dude? Where'd you go? Why are you green? For what purpose are you green? How did you get green? I didn't add any. There's no yellow in you. It's all black and gray and blue. What? Paint, why are you weird? Paint, why are you so weird? Okay, you know what? This dark sky on its own might actually work. Might not need anything else. Let me see. Let me try that. The paint is green with it. Let's just try this blue. This very dark sky on its own, and we'll see what that does. Okay, here's the problem. This dark sky is incredibly liquidy. It's a little bit green on its own. That's the problem. This is not a pure blue. It looks like it should be a pure blue, but it's not. Maybe... I don't know why. Well, it looks blue. Is it because of the gray underneath? But look how thin it is. No, I mean, it is mostly blue. It's got just this little tinge of something. Just not quite the right color. Okay, let's try Try this then. Let's go with the dark sky and a tinge of black. We'll just see what that does. Off so that my palette knife doesn't contaminate it. Okay, this kind of just, I don't know what the hell this did. Give it a shot. Maybe? I think this might work. It'll work. It should work well enough at the very least. Hopefully. The real test will be when I actually start doing the gradients into the rest of the shirt. Alright, see you later, Quiz. Thanks for dropping by. Again. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think even the main shirt color is still too light. It's not quite dark enough, but... Curse my eyes being good enough to detect all these subtle differences in color. Overdo it a little bit. I have the other color to bring it back if I need. Wait, that does remind me of it. Like, there was a thing that was going around a long time ago on Tumblr. Like, how well do you see colors? Like, different shades. And it was like this test thing. Like, it was legitimately like this whole test thing of like determining different shades of things. And I'm like, well, I mean, I actually see all the different colors. And again, it could be partially a monitor thing, but still, it's just like, some of the people were just like, lower scores. I was like, interesting. I have detecting quite a lot, but also, you know, that's what art training will also do for you, I guess. Who knows? I don't know. I just found it interesting at the time and thought about it. Here's where we're at so far, and I can always like kind of fix it up a little bit by going back with the lighter just to kind of fix up the edge, but so far it's going. There's something about this dark sky paint that's just not what I feel like it should be. Yeah, I'm gonna need this because I'm still bumping up into the arms a little bit too much. Oh well. Such is life. I keep reminding myself that it's maybe not necessarily a miracle, but it's damn well cool that I'm making this period, and I keep saying it a lot, but perfectionist brain is like, no, do better. I'm like, I'm trying, I promise. Still, it's cool though. Be pleased. I think I am. I don't run out of this. I still need some. I'll have to clean up this back a little bit. I did a little bit more than I needed to. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mix more in a moment. Oh boy, oh well. Such is life. because it's not nearly enough. Alright, I'm going to try and do as much as I can soon, because we're actually coming up on about an hour away from switching over to Genshin, which there will be a short break in between. I've been going for a bit at this point. I was hoping to maybe get almost finished today, and we came close, but we're not there, and that's aggravating. I know speed isn't everything, but... well, you know what? So close. We're so close at this point. Alright, I think for the most part, got all the places that need to be darkened. Oh wait, no, hold on, the edge of the collar. That's going to be interesting, because it'll be a very small area that I need this to do. Oh, actually, I'm still also not done. Oh, right, I also need B. You know what? Let's go ahead and change out brushes. I need a smaller one for a couple things. Back to the big one in a moment. But first, I'm gonna take the minuscule brush, do the collar, and actually also around the bone is darker, like it's outlined. So I'm going to use this really tiny brush to do that as carefully as possible. My hands are not stable enough for this. To brace myself in so many ways, including mentally. Thinking about it, I probably should have waited to do this until after I had finished the rest of the shirt. But here we are. You getting there? God, my hand is so shaky. I'm not even nervous. It just does that. I do such precise work, and it's just like, no. There we go. That's not too bad. Pretty okay with that. I'm pretty satisfied. Oh, wait. I'm not done with this brush. Although, I actually probably don't need this one, but just in case I will. For the collar as well. Actually, I wonder if the bigger one, slightly bigger one, is gonna be better for this. Doesn't need to be that much bigger, or it's not that much bigger, so. Right, the more bristles might actually help. Or not really, you know what? I'll just... Mm-hmm. You're back. Welcome back, Quiz. Alright. Actually, while I'm working on this, I want to play a fun little game with y'all real fast. I want to see if y'all can figure out my thought processes for what we were, like, essentially what Punisher was saying there, and how I ended up, like, my thought process of how I ended up on the line from Infinity War where Peter says, "Oh, we're using our made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man." And I'm just curious, like, can anyone follow the train of thought that led from one to the other? This one shouldn't be that difficult, but I'm curious. If you don't want to play the game, though, that's fine. There's something silly that I was thinking of. You're missing some content? Start with Punisher saying, start with Punisher, we were talking about stable hands. Basically, like, especially when I'm just sitting here in silence, my brain just goes off in all sorts of directions and tangents. We were talking about having stable hands for working and such like that. And I was thinking about that line from Infinity War, and it made me laugh a little to myself, where Spider-Man meets Doctor Strange, and he's like, "Oh, we're using our made-up names," and he introduces himself again as Spider-Man when he first introduced himself as Peter Parker. And I was like, it's a pretty simple line between the two, but there was like multiple steps involved and a little bit of backtracking. This is a bad idea, that's fine. I just wanted to, just something that came to mind. Essentially, yes, that's basically it. Quiz. It was a relatively simple line, but there was also like 5 more steps in the middle of all that of just remembering the entire movie for Doctor Strange. I mean, if horse is where you went, horse is where you went. That works too. Yeah. But yeah, essentially, I was just like, stable hands. And I don't remember why. I was like, oh yeah, surgeon. It was actually surgeons need stable hands. I was like, surgeon, like Doctor Strange. That's why he went to go seek out magic in the first place. And there's like a whole train uh, of all that. And then remembering when he first met Peter. And that part's just so funny. Alright. Color, Color's fine. It's not the best. It is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah, I mean, like, this is definitely one of the more simple examples of the logic just going all over the place, but it's also funny where it's like, oh yeah, the beginning and end result makes sense, but then there are some points in the middle there that are just like, what? Not necessarily in this instance, but you know, in general. Now the problem is, I think I need more of this color because it looks like it's a little dried up, unfortunately. Let me see what I can do. See what I can do here. Yeah, I feel like this is very dark, but kind of already here, and it's really not the biggest of deals. Because, like, fine. And the skin is more what I'm concerned about when it comes to proper coloration. Because it just, that doesn't make sense. I mean, shirts are important too, but, like, I don't know why. It just, also just, like, kind of the basic colors in general, I guess. I don't know. Like, all in all things considered, it's basically, it's essentially the right color. It's just not quite there. I can fix up this back a little bit because I'm a little too strong here. The color. Oh, it's all dried up. It's all dried up. Oh no. Oh no. We need that. Yeah, shit. Okay, let me see if I can. Let me introduce a little bit of water. Hopefully not mix it too much with other colors that are in the water. Oh, yes. It's working a little bit. There we go. Still has a little bit of shading to it, but just not nearly as much. I'm just trying my best to not have to completely remix this paint because we're almost done. And I don't want to do that. It's still incredibly dark, but no, you do your best. Oh, that dry up. I guess because I used it all. Nope, it really is a very different color. Okay. I guess we're just making this whole area dark. Screw it. I tried to have a little bit of a gradient going on, but it doesn't want to work, so we're just not going to worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. What a cannon should do is I'd probably make the inside of the shirt so that dark color, and while it's still there in shadow, it makes sense. Do that real fast. Well, I know you're there. Hey. Okay. Yeah, it's still, I don't know how that happened, that it was so bright still, but I might have, when I was getting the pallets together, I grabbed too light of an area. The kind of thing that I can redo relatively easily enough. Fix it. And I guess that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Quizmaster. Stretch. Stretchy. Stretchy. Big stretchy. Okay. No, you know what? Let's not mess with you. I don't want to mess with you right now. Hey, see, that's not bad. Let's try this. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. I don't necessarily need to go over everything, just over most of it. Did I even clean this one off? No, apparently I did not. Oops. Now. Okay. Alright. Looks, once again, it's just multiple attempts, just keep looking better. I've continued to apologize for not doing this on the camera, but it's very small work, or it's very close to my self work. I get into the zone and then I forget. It's also that. Like, wait a second, I'm on camera, or at least on mic. It's interesting that there are times when I can be the most talkative person in the room, and then, but most often I am the least talkative person in the room. I'm either one or the other. There's usually no in between. Okay, I'm gonna try and finish this section, and then we'll take a break before Genshin. I just saw the time. Oops, that's fine. Here, this is a bit more open, so I don't have to be quite so concerned at this point. It won't be like a full meal break. It'll just be break to set up and have a snack and all that. Get up, walk around. Good shit like that. There we go. See, that's much better. That's immediately much better. Holy shit. God damn. That's why the gradient wasn't working before, is because it was too different. The contrast was way off. If it's too different, then it just kind of makes, then it just doesn't work. Like, probably could a little bit if I had actually like did it when they were both wet, but that's a little bit more difficult, I've learned. There we go, there's the collar. feel like I keep kind of stabbing myself with her hair. It's very funny. But it's just part of moving it around. Physical media, having to find ways to hold it in order to properly fucking paint it. Oh, that should do. Alright. I think that's where we're going to call this part for now. So, I will take a picture of those and share them later on the Discord. In Wisp Discord. As per usual. For right now, we're going to go on a quick break. About 20 minutes. We'll be back here at 5 o'clock Central. With Genshin Impact. Today we're just going to do a lot of character ascension material grinding. Because I need it. And I'll clean off all this stuff in the meantime. I'll grab a snack. Everyone else do the same. Be back soon.